Kentucky Speedway is the next stop on the Traxxas Truck Series as the tour heads on to Kentucky Speedway for the running of the Ram Tuff 225. Second visit to Kentucky Speedway. On the pole for today's event is Katie Webb in number 50. Alongside of her, Adrian Becker in number 10. In fact, it's an all-girl top 3. As Cheyenne Clausen, the number 09 truck, starts in third position. Alongside of her, Robbie Bogues in the 01. Row number 3 has Chris Darton and Stephen Acosta. And here comes the command to fire him up here at Kentucky Speedway.
Drivers, start your engines.
Command given to fire the engines. And then Kyle Matthews and Terry Soltave have the number 5 row. Row number 6 has Maddie Carter in the 07 and the 32 of Nancy Soltave. And then Theo Stegall and Luke Walker have row number 7. See the pacer truck's all repaired from the It's on Drugs deal at Pig Speed Dome. So Katie Webb, truck number 50, has the pole for today's event. As the field comes out at corner number 4. Getting ready for a green flag action, and we get it. We're racing at Kentucky. Katie Webb has the pole as she moves out to the lead. Here comes Cheyenne Clausen, the 09, diving inside of Katie Webb. And Cheyenne's going to take the lead and going into turn number 1, but here, turn number 3. But here comes Chris Darton in the 23. And off of corner number 4 they come. Cheyenne Clausen is the first lap of the race. Adrian Becker in number 10 truck for Jennifer Jo Cobb Racing moves inside for the lead, and she's got it, or thought she did in turn number 1. Falls back in line though as Cheyenne Clausen still keeps the lead. Started third for this event, the 09 truck. A Toyota in first and a Ford in second. Clicking off laps at well over 180 miles per hour here at Kentucky Speedway. And the season's getting down to its nitty-gritty by in the trucks here. In fact, all 3 of the series is getting down to the nitty-gritty in points chase. So here comes 01 of Robbie Bogues. And Stephen Acosta dips below the apron to try to get by Katie Webb in the 50. But he wants more. He's going to try to go for the lead on Cheyenne Clausen, the 09. Dave Stevens just not giving up on Katie, isn't he? He's just not giving up. But he's going to have to. Katie Webb holds on the outside. It seems strange, though, for Kentucky Speedway. The outside lane seems to be the better groove if you have the help to make it work. And because usually on the other tracks, usually the inside lane is the place to be. But it's just not it, is there? You saw Cheyenne Clausen, the 09, do a marvelous job to make the move on the inside for the lead on the initial start of the event. But for this race, we've got 18 laps to try to figure out, see if anybody can figure out how to make the pass to maybe go for the win. Stephen Acosta, number 15 truck for Panhandle Motorsports, one of the 2 Panhandle Motorsports trucks in the field. Paige Hall's the other one in the 20. Stephen running in third position right now. Let's see where Paige Hall's running right now. There's Paige in the back of the pack, running in 26th. Those are the 2 trucks that Johanna Long drove back in 2010 and 2011. Katie Webb moving inside of Steven Acosta. Acosta had second place, but Katie's won it back. But so far, nobody made a move on Cheyenne Kloss in the 0-9 so far, as we're 7 laps in the books and 16 to go. Last lap over 185 miles per hour here in Kentucky. Boy, Acosta, he's all over that back bumper of that 15 truck. Gavin Free is still slow in the racetrack. He just haven't quite got this truck working well. And the leaders are about maybe ready to overtake him as they're down the back. He's down the back stretch now, and so is the field. We'll see who uses that truck as a pick. I kind of have a feel whoever's the leader of the race, though, is going to get stuck behind Gavin. And they're coming up on him right now. Cheyenne Kloss in the 0-9 still holds the lead. And Steven Acosta is going to go right with him, and they go with her, and they get by very, very well. So, although he might be trouble for some of the ones behind him, because here's he holds up with 6 of Wes Riddle. Back to the leaders. It's still Steven Acosta trying inside of Cheyenne Kloss, see if he's got any chance for the lead. He's tried low, he's tried high. Oh, he's going inside. He's got the help from Katie Webb for the lead, and he's going to go on to turn number 1. But Katie now battles inside of Steven. And Katie's got the help from the 2 truck of Kyle Matthews. And now they're 3 wide in turn number 3 for 3rd spot. And somehow Steven Acosta keeps 2nd and Cheyenne keeps 1st. Cheyenne Kloss winner earlier this season at Martinsville, and almost won at Darlington, only to get passed on the final lap of the race by Zed Weinstein. No, it wasn't Zed Weinstein, excuse me, it was Wes Riddle who passed her, excuse me, it was sorry on that one. Battle for 2nd place going on, and it's letting Cheyenne open up just a little bit of a lead. So Terry Soltave goes into 2nd place now into 31. 3 wide, battle for 3rd. Katie Webb diving inside of Steven Acosta. She's going to go behind the 31 of Terry Soltave, but Katie just can't seem to get her truck to work on the inside. I don't know if the truck's down on power or whatever, but it couldn't be if it's running in 4th place. Just cannot find that sweet spot to make that truck run. And with this, as we said, mentioned many times before, Kentucky Speedway, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, trying to find that sweet spot to make your car or truck run. As we said before, it's a mystery groove track. And it seems like for Cheyenne Kloss, maybe being out in front's where you need to be. Even though Cheyenne didn't start from the pole, she started 3rd in the race. Terry Soltave, he's worked his way up into 2nd, but now he's going to try for the lead. Here he comes in the 31. Oh! He and Cheyenne about hooked coming out of into turn 3. And Cheyenne has hauled off another challenge. 16 down in the books, 7 to go. But here comes Soltave. Soltave again, going inside. Does he make it stick this time in turn 4? Nope. Cheyenne again has that outside lane working in her to her advantage. 6 laps to go. Katie Webb running in 4th position. There's Chris Dalton in 5th. Joshua Osborne, one of the home state favorites, hailing out of Van Lear, Kentucky, and he's made his presence felt in this race. He's running in 6th place right now. One of the home state invaders here at Kentucky Speedway. But he's moved up high now, and he's going to try to help the 50 of Katie Webb. Or try to get the help from, I should say. And may work to his advantage, and it does. He moves him up in the 5th place now, ahead of the 23 of Chris Dalton. And the leaders might catch Gavin Free again at 4 truck. Cheyenne Claus, no, she's got 4 laps to try to hold them all off. Terry Soltave, he stalked her like a vulture this entire last 10 laps of this race. Here he comes on the outside of the racetrack, though. He's going to try to make the outside lane work. He knows the inside lane has not been quite the place to try to pass. We saw what Josh Osborne did. He made the outside lane work. He found the help in Katie Webb. Stuck behind her, I should say. And it worked in his favor. And Cheyenne Claus sends over to lead, but this time look at Soltave. He got held up, and so did Steven Acosta kind of did too in some ways. Cheyenne's opened up a little bit of a lead again. 2 laps to go. Can she hold off Steven Acosta now in the 15? And Katie Webb in the 50 is moving them to 3rd place now. Cheyenne Claus has been the dominant truck this entire day. She knows the white flag waves this time by. And you know that Cheyenne's got one eye on the road and one eye on the mirror. Here, the green, coming to the line, the white flag waves. 1 lap remaining in the Ram Tut 225. Katie Webb on the inside of Steven Acosta. Off in the 3rd turn now. Acosta's going to try to make one last-ditch effort. He's going to try the inside lane on Cheyenne Claus, but nothing doing. Off of corner number 4 they come. Cheyenne Claus is going to win the Ram Tut 225 at Kentucky. 2nd place to Steven Acosta. 3rd to Katie Webb. 4th place to Chris Dalton. 5th to Joshua Osborne. Well, it wasn't quite a Dodge that won the race, though. It wasn't a Dodge, but a Dodge that won the race here at least. But as the Ram Tut 225 goes to a Toyota with Cheyenne Claus as she takes home the victory here today. Although she held off several fierce challenges for a very tough victory. Here's your average speed 183, 848, average margin of victory point 072. And here's your running order. Cheyenne Claus wins the race. Steven Acosta finishes 2nd. 3rd to Katie Webb. 4th, Chris Dalton. 5th, Josh Osborne. 6th was Nancy Soltave. Then Kyle Matthews, Theo Stegall, Adrian Becker, and Sam Young, the top 10. Robbie Bogues, Terry Soltave, Roy Vanderview, Dylan Young, Cole Dally, Matty Card, Nicholas Guerrera, Alex Hines, Wes Riddle, and Elijah Koufax, the top 20 in this event. Sanford's finishing right together. Jeannie in 27th and Charles in 28th. Not the finishes I'm sure they wanted. And rest of the finishing order right there. But a big victory for Cheyenne Claus as she wins here today at Kentucky Speedway. Number 09 Toyota, Racing.com Toyota. And makes a statement towards what may be her first championship. Cheyenne Claus has a 71-point lead now on Nancy Soltave, with Talladega being the next stop on the tour. Alex Hines 3rd, 4th is Mike Becker, 5th Joshua Osborne, 6 is Theo Stegall, then Adrian Becker, Matty Card, Sam Young, and David Jung, the top 10 in the race. Then Paige Hall running 20th in the points chase. And there's the rest of where you're at right now. Talladega is next stop on the tour for the Mountain Dew Code Red 250.